So the game's just ended, and it's hard to say it really, but it's Wolves 2, West Bromwich Albion 3. First off, I'm just going to start by saying well done to Albion. Behind at 2-1 at half time. It just seemed to me like they wanted it more than Wolves, especially in the second half. As a Wolves fan, it's really tough to take, and there's probably going to be a meltdown now with fans. Right at the top, I'm just going to say, the first 10 minutes of both halves, we just don't, it's happened again. We just don't seem to be at the races. It's like goal happened against Everton, and then today we've conceded a soft penalty. I felt for Bolly, silly penalty, just on the edge. Pereira's converted it, great convert. Start of the second half, we've converted another penalty. Pereira stepped up, kept his cool, put it in again. He's been their best player, best footballing player, and that's 2 penalties that we concede. Saying that, how we didn't get a penalty for when the guy nearly caught it on his hands, stopping our player from being able to get a shot in, I don't know. That surprised me. We didn't seem to get the decisions. And then we've turned it around in the second half. Fabio Silva, I thought, was really good in the first half. He was a lot stronger holding the ball up. He kept his composure, scored the goal, very composed finish. Bolly gets one shortly after that to redeem. 2-1 up at half-time. In control of the game. Half-time, feeling really positive to kick on in the second half. Come out in the second half, and we're asleep again. What's been said at half-time? Sam Allardyce has done a job. They've got another penalty. Cody's given it. It's appealing. It's a penalty. Cody's been bought off by Nuno. Never seen that happen before. Has he got an injury? I don't know what. I say it's 2-2. And then the long ball throwing. We'd seen it a couple of times in the first half with a head-on and a second header. We haven't dealt with a long throw. You can't concede goals from a long throw-in. They've won the first header. They've won the second header. Patricio's got no chance. 3-2. And then they've defended really well. Albion threw their men in front of the ball. They've fought for the cause, blocking, disrupting. Wolves have run out of ideas. And for the second game in a row, we've fizzled. Catroni's had a chance. Second half, when it comes through him, he hits it down and over the bar. It's Raul would have probably put that in. We're missing Raul. Since he's been out, and I've said it so many times on the podcast with Manny and Amy and Kevin, if we lose Raul, what are we going to do? Is it Nuno's fault? People are saying he's got to take, some of the blame, I'm sure. But you have to say that the late finish of the season, the coronavirus, the fans not being in the crowd, Nuno's not seeing his family for ages. I'm sure that's affecting, and it's running through a lot of things. But where's Jeff Shee? Where is Jeff Shee right now? Where is Fosun backing Nuno? Am I one of these people that are going to come on? I've had him on my stream. Nuno out. 100% no. You got to support your team and your manager. This is the man that got us to where we are now. The whole infrastructure's built around him. For anyone that comes on saying Nuno out, just think back 9 years ago when we lost 5-1 and we got rid of Mick. Look what happened after that. We ended up down in League One. That's a reaction that we don't need. We've got to, when we're going through a bad patch, you've got to support. And we've really got to show Nuno and the players more support than anything now. They need it from us. You don't turn on your team. I'm not happy with the run of form. I'm not happy with the defence today. 3 goals against West Brom. It's disappointing. I'm not happy. Like every fan, it's disappointing and it's upsetting. But you've got to stand by the team more than ever now. This is where they really, really need our support. So I'm imploring everyone to take that into account. Think about what happened in the history and stick behind your team. The only positives that I can take out of it: Fabio scored from open play, give him a lot of confidence. Bolly did well. I thought Dendoncker got himself in position, but he's not finding the back of the net. Neves went off. Is he injured? Moutinho fizzled out. To me, Jeff Shee, if you're listening to this, you've got to go and bring in you've got to bring in a couple of players, defence, midfield, attack. We need support. we just need a bit of strengthening now, because we've got to be careful we don't get dragged into a relegation battle. And do not think it cannot happen, because it can. We've got to start picking up points sooner rather than later. This is a desperate result. It's probably the worst result in Nuno's 3.5 years, and now it's going to be a sign of the team to come back from this. You've got to come back from it. Leave your comments below. Say what you think. But I'm not in the Nuno out brigade. I'm in the stick by your team. We can't press the panic button. We've just got to stick by the team. So yeah, until the next one, I'm Dazzling Dave. Always Wolves.